show that starts with a simple premise and explores how different people view different subjects. The greatest philosophies, the most revolutionary changes, and the greatest inventions. And all of them started with just a thought.
What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Oh, for some people in the internet world, they say Sunday fun day. Uh, it's been a lot happening in these streets, and Yogi G personally has been on the go. So for this one, this production is being sponsored by Letter A for Honor because this is her show and her jam. I am literally just co-piloting as I'm sitting here on the side in the vehicle. As you can see, we have live action view from the nation's capital, aka these 202 streets of DC. What's up, Georgia boy? Thank you for joining us, and everybody else is popping into the chat. Thank you for checking us out. And I'll do my normal spiel house rules. Listen, when you come into the building, please make sure that you hit the like button. Let old Otis know that you appreciate all the work that he does Monday to Sunday. He even gave us Saturday. Good people. He was out of that booting on the streets, man. Listen, hand claps for Otis for showing the people how to get it done, especially when you are standing one bang, one sound with the people who are um, supporting those who are battling breast cancer. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Um, yeah, and then also, and for those who are just joining us today, please understand that why is 202 on 810 News Media Group? That is because Nikki and Trevor would say they are going appreciated as we are by Union Station. But also we say because in the nation's capital we don't have power. Here we have home rule, which they are totally ignoring. And we need good people all over the place to help to hear our stories, how it's really happening from the streets uh, to your ears. And if you get a chance, let them know that we are real people and we need real power too. So, as you can see on these good streets or not, we are up here by Union Station, which we have our veterans camp up here. If you follow a influencer by the name of Jolly Good Ginger, he and his comrades or peers are up here holding it down, always asking the National Guard where their morals lie and telling them not to work for the man. What's up, Deborah Luna? Thank you so much for joining us. So I'm going to let Anna talk to y'all from behind the scenes and let her know what her vision is for today.
Well, I'm out here driving, and we are literally by Union Station. I'm going to try to see if we can see some action, some things that you see. Because Sunday, a lot of people, what's this weekend? Oh, Indigenous Day week. It's Indigenous Day.
Now, while we by this capital, you better call it by its newly sound name, Columbus Day. That's what
Christian Columba crap.
your Trump president said, that it is no longer Indigenous People Day. It is Columbus Day.
So I don't know if y'all saw in the news. I'm going to try to get over there so you can see it. There was three tents that were to the left. When I turn around, you'll be able to see it. They got rid of them. They had a permit for them, and the tents were "fuck Trump." That's what it said on it. But when you went in them, they were actually retired military people who had been affected by a lot of the executive orders that Trump put in. So they came in. The military people came in and took down their tents, stole their computers, took everything down, even though they had a permit, and shut them down. And the guy you just said, what's his name?
Jolly Good Ginger.
Jolly Good Ginger called Don Lemon the other day, and Don Lemon came over here and interviewed these great people. I'm going to turn around so you can see. It's unfortunate that you get a permit and people want to take your right to um, pretty much your right to, what is that?
First Amendment.
First Amendment right from you, and not allowing you to So let me see if you're able to see it. Tell me if they can see it. This is the area where the two big tents were taken down.
And they can see street lights.
Yeah. Can they see what you
Nope. Street lights.
see where it says remove? So let me see if I go this way. Let's see. Let me see. They still got some of the signs. Oh, I don't know who that sign is now.
Those were the ones that were lined up right here and were moved and peach.
Yes, and they pretty much took their whole thing down. This is also the area where they took the homeless encampment, where the people see the big sign. I don't know. Dang, you can't see it. Fuck Trump. That's the guy that walks around Union Station with the big old flag. I'm gonna get that flag, Yogi G. I'm gonna put it on my front door.
And you're gonna be gone by the next day. We'll be picking you up expeditiously. T.I. voice.
All right, this is um I'm on North Capitol. I'm gonna ride down North Capitol, so you see what's going on over here.
Hey man, I don't know what to do. I'm just a co-pilot. What you want me to do? Hey, good people. I'm saying hello to the people. Hello, people.
So I'm at this boring behind light, and to the right, this is actually the historical postal museum. I don't know if y'all can see it. To the right, I ain't trying to put the lady all in the camera. To the left, let's see. Hopefully y'all can see some shit. Ooh, the arrow says I can make a right. I'm surprised the Bama behind me didn't beep the hill. Beep the horn.
This has got to be our most unorthodox show. So,
So, Yogi G, tell them about how many people are running in DC. How ridiculous this shit is. Like, for real. Tell them how many people want to run away from being the mayor, run away from being an at large councilman, and everybody wants to be Eleanor Norton.
well, good people, if you care to know, and you got to if you in our chat, here in DC, 2026 is going to be a big thing for us because we're having a huge shift in power. Because a lot of people who were in our council are now hitting the eject button because they see another space of power that everybody want to grab their hands on. So that space of power, but not really because our senator doesn't have power. That's why and when you come to DC, you'll see taxation without representation. What's happening? I ain't going. Thank you for checking in for Philly. So when you come to DC, you'll see on our license plate taxation without representation, which means that when we have a representative and some shadow senators that are in the Capitol, but we do not have the power of being able to have a vote on a lot of issues. As a matter of fact, whenever we in the District of Columbia pass our financial budget, we have to send it up to Congress in order for it to get approved before we can start implementing where we're going to put some of that money and investments in. That being said, we now have three council members who are going for this seat. That would be Robert White. We also have Brooke Pinto, which is problematic because she's connected to Kennedy money, and she presents as an independent or a Democrat. I don't really remember,
She's
but
just presenting herself.
she's just presenting herself. She doesn't have the beliefs of that because a lot of her policies that she's put down the pipeline have been really against our youth. She was one of the people who started our youth curfew and a few other things that have come into play. So we have three people who are coming up off our council seat. We have one person who was accused, and what was it, Jack Evans? He was.
Oh, he did the same
he
thing
got
Trey on White. They
yeah, he
try to
did the
say
same
Trey
thing
on
our
White.
board a council member did, and now he's coming back for our chairman's um position on council, which is really good because that's the only line of defense that we truthfully have against Congress to really kind of keep the checks and balances going. And then we also have one who's not returning on our, well, one pretty much, if you think about it, we got 13 people on council now, 13, maybe six are trying to hit the eject button. So, what they say in that movie Ghost, Molly, we is in danger. So that is my take on what's happening in our electoral races upcoming. Uh, yeah. So now what?
I was looking at them kids over there. What were they
You
doing?
forgetting that we on the podcast?
No, so you know how we out here saying don't trust no white man because of all the craziness. Well, I don't know. Should we trust Trayon White and Robert White? Should we trust them? I mean, Robert White did do something good. He was over the only one going against the stadium being built. Should that be a reason why we should be voting for him?
What's happening, Raphael Bird? I personally, because I like to walk freely in these streets without worrying about somebody hitting me over the head because of my political views, do not have a direct opinion. But will say that his politics and politicking has been quite interesting. He ran for our mayoral race the last time that was a thing. And our, well, let me walk that back. Anna's mayor, not my mayor, King Bow Bow, called him a waffler, which, yeah,
Oh,
if
I
you talk
didn't
to
know
some
that.
people, yeah, she said, I don't waffle. And she meant that in reference to Robert White. And I would say that some of his political moves have looked a lot like what she accused him of. So, as far as him going into Congress and us having the confidence that he's going to stick to his guns on the behalf of the DC people, me, me, maybe not, maybe so. So y'all don't want the stadium built. I ain't going. Let me tell you this. I would say under better conditions, I wouldn't be so opposed to a stadium being built because I know other people love it. I personally am not a cheerleader of NFL. I have my personal views on what it means to give billionaires more money for the sake of savagery, but that's just me. Um, and then also let me say to the stadium, just to further the context on the stadium. The thing about the stadium is that our council, we lost $1 billion in financial support, and they ended up giving that to the stadium project. They miraculously found it, gave it to the stadium project, which is not supposed to be completed until 2030. In that, they said that they were going to provide affordable housing, and there was going to be there was going to be an opportunity for more revenue. My problem is DC has never defined affordable housing. I don't know, for those who have been keeping up with us, the average income or salary for a DC native, that means that you have been birthed in the DC system, you have gone through the educational system, is $46,000, and that's being generous. The average income of a transient person in the District of Columbia is anywhere from 126 to 136,000. So when you talk about them saying that they're going to give and it's nothing that's going to be we're going through a housing crisis here. We have a lot of federal workers that have now been laid off, so which means our eviction rate is getting ready to go up, and we still don't have any solids about supports that the District of Columbia can afford to us. Let's see, Raphael Berry said it's what is in the heads that directs the skin is not necessarily the skin. Raphael, you're gonna have to tell me a little bit more about that. My bond is already on. I'm a little sleepy, so I might be a little slow to understand what you're saying. What's up, Kobe Fatty? Thank you for joining us. For those who are just joining us, I am letting you know I am simply a co-pilot. I have no idea where we're going with this show, but as y'all can see, Anna is driving and giving you a tour of DC. I see headlights. Maybe y'all will see what she wants you to see. But
When
we
we
going
get closer, I'm gonna give him a surprise. I'm actually trying to see if the friend you got a friend in me statue is still up, and that's where I'm driving to now.
well.
Well, you got to see a big statue today. Where did we go today, Yogi G?
Ew, yuck. Honor had me on enemy turf in the Commander Stadium, and I cringed, and my
Go
skin.
Chicago Bears tomorrow.
Neither one of them. I couldn't even believe it. In the former life, I was a Dallas Cowboy fan, so for real, for me to have a whole Commanders wristband on me made my ancestors cry, and I hated it, and I will never be back in
And
that
she got
space
the nerve
again.
to have native Washingtonian shirt on.
You damn right, because DC stands for Dallas Cowboy, and it's the last time I'm gonna say it because I don't support the shits, but I'm with it. So, yeah, I can't
So
help
we
it that
could
people don't
we
understand that.
walked around that big coliseum.
Yep, that's what it is, the Coliseum.
Pretty much. And we every bump this street, man. DC streets need to get fixed. Hey Flint, do y'all need y'all streets fixed? Because we do. We need them too. You got a pothole, a hole. You remember when the sinkhole was?
I ain't going. I said in a former life, it don't make me know. Never mind. But when I'm sitting in enemy turf, my spirit just didn't turn well to be there. Never have I ever, and never will I ever again. See, Georgia Boy said we on the Magic School Bus taking a trip. You better believe it. And I'm going to just want to say for the record that I got kidnapped. 'Cause I had intentions on being in the house doing this show. What I'm saying? Okay, Raphael Board. Let's say they got me working tonight. I'm working my own set tonight. I'm putting up comments and trying to help. What I am saying in reference to the mistrust of white people and black and the mentally that they have in the politics area. Right, facts.
That is
Let's
hilarious.
see. Let's see. Have. I'm learning something different tonight. I wish I could. Oh, Otis is chilling. I'm over here working
He
hard,
said them line
sweating
games about to
bullets.
come on. He said them Detroit Lions coming on, so we know we will be done on time because what's that?
Oh, Otis,
Oh, look at
chilling.
him. He's chilling.
I mean, you busting a sweat. I'll never forget it.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
Hey, man, on to the people here. We got
I
8 people
know.
watching.
We got more about that because some people don't even write in the chat. They just be looking.
Well, I'm looking at how
Looking.
many people is watching. It say 8 people watching.
This morning I was watching now you already know I say it wrong. It has to do with my premenopause. It has nothing to do with respect for the person. Uh the lovely this morning, the
Black
legacy.
Watch.
Yes, Black Watch. Um, and he said something so profound today, and he was talking about the stadium. You know what I mean, and how people will sit there and celebrate to get this stadium. We went to Commanders in Maryland, and eventually they will be in D.C. But it's how we celebrate so big in the demise of people losing housing. And all I'm saying is, even in D.C., you got people that look like you that will sit there and vote out of their own interest. And that is what is going on from the top all the way to the bottom. I still hear fools, in my opinion, and that could be one of your thoughts. Why do people, this is a question, why do people continuously follow behind idiots? I don't know, Yogi G. Why do people follow behind idiots?
Because people are lazy in this generation in these times, and they take everybody else's word for vetting instead of doing the vetting themselves. And honestly, if you educate yourself about the impact of AI and when we became more consistent in the internet era, you'll understand really how we ended up here so easily. I was watching this documentary called America's Burning. It's on Amazon Prime. They're not paying us, so I'm not promoting them, but I'm just saying that's where you can find it. And if you're really interested in just understanding how we got here, and how very much so it ends up being something that's going to be sending us towards civil war, it's worth the watch. And if you're interested in understanding how AI, Instagram, TikTok, all those things are detrimental to us because they're funded by the big six, and those the media companies that control all the information that we get, then you can look at another documentary called the cost of convenience, which talks about our era of the likes, the shares, and things like that, and really how it is putting us in a state of detriment to where we're not even prepared to fight or organize against the things that we're dealing with as a country now. Yeah, Raphael Bear, I appreciate the support. You know, he said, so if you got two people watching, as long as you get your message out, you're right about
Yes.
that. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna
Because
keep talking.
sometimes we be on a replay with even the other shows because we're always busy and doing stuff, constantly busy and doing stuff. What, what would you say your whole week has been about if you were to sum it up?
My whole week has been networking and getting to know the people that call themselves residents in the District of Columbia so I can figure out where my community lies and which way not to run should this shit blow up. And do I need to stay back on the south side because people got their right state of mind there? Do I need to be heading further in the northwest because people got their state of mind? I'm building community, okay? Because I lack some skill sets that's going to keep me and my family alive. So I need to make friends with a doctor. I need to make friends with a lawyer. And I can't do it sitting around the same old band and jam. So that's what my week consists of. And also, honestly, like, I do work with an organization that is kind of like, I hate to use the term think tank, but it is the starting point for most people who are coming into the Free DC campaign, who are looking to be organizers in that space. So I and some other people educate people about what organizing is, how to go about doing it, and helping them to be assets to the campaign because organizers are the heartbeat of every movement. And if you don't know that, then you had clearly have not been following the civil rights movement. So yeah, that's my band and jam of making sure that these people out here learning how to talk to people, how to properly organize, and also expressing that we need to start teaching people how to organize offline because what the internet is problematic.
Did they teach you how to fight back when you get knocked over side of the head?
No, the streets teach you that. And if you don't have fighting skills, then you probably should not be on the front line antagonizing people that have guns and billy clubs. So you might want to consider being an organizer or being a receptionist. Let's see. Raphael Bear said a lot of times people don't know how to be effective. And if those ignorant people are creating some type of an effect, there you have it. That's true. That's true.
Very true.
He said you are doing the right thing with getting around people is like minded. Damn right. Cause only dummies hang with dummies and fools die together. And
On a serious note, do you think we should be out there marching or do we need our allies to be marching?
I'm not marching for nothing because we're all headed back into the woods in the wilderness. So I need to learn how to pitch a tent, grow some shit, eat a berry that's not going to kill me. I ain't got time to be sitting there trying to sacrifice my life and be the first person to get hit or killed because we know what America is prepared to do to black people on the front line. As a black person, because I can't speak for no other race, I can't talk to that experience. I can only talk to the one that I represent currently. And that means that I can't be nowhere on the front line because I don't have the skill set or the support, the financial support that it's going to take to help take care of my kids should something happen to me. I don't have a sound safety plan should anything happen to me. There are certain things that you have to have in place before you just run out there and grab a banner and start antagonizing the government. So
Say that again,
I
because a lot of people think because you're not out there marching or because you're not out there protesting that you're not doing. Now, I'm not sitting here say and just get on and listen to all the news and not do anything. There's other ways. I don't know, Yogi. Could you tell me other ways that people can still be for the cause and still like when you say a community uh what are you community organizer, what does that entail? Does that entail you in the space marching, but what other way does that just entail the person marching and being a part of it, or what other ways can a community organizer or just a participant that can help community organizers?
Well, you can start by having conversations with your neighbor, because that's the first community that you're going to directly impact. And if you don't know who you got living next to you, and I'm not saying that it's going to be guaranteed that you're going to know exactly who's living next to you. But at least if you start having conversations and organizing, we talk about the power of having one-to-ones. That means that you're intentionally going to meet people, to listen, to get to know what their interests are and how you align when campaign opportunities come up or action opportunities come up. And then there's such thing as house meetings. That means that you intentionally invite people over, not to watch the football game, not to sit and have a barbecue, or you could do those things, but make sure that while you're doing those things, you're talking to them about the reality of what we're dealing with and how they see themselves doing their part. And you can educate people about how your government runs, because believe it or not, people don't know how their own local government runs. The amount of people, when we did a DC civics training shop, it was about 30 plus people in there. And I'd say out of those 30, maybe 10 of them actually knew that you can go into our Wilson building, which is where our council and mayor do their business. Um, you can go any time of the day that you want to. You can walk freely into these offices, and even if you're not talking to the council member themselves, you're talking to their staff, and you can tell them about your issues and things like that. So you can educate your community about how governance runs. You can talk to them about something that you're passionate about as far as your social action. There's a lot of things that you could do that don't always end up with you being on the front line. Another thing you could do is, if there are actions that are happening that you're not either physically prepared or you don't have your safety plan in place to be able to do these actions, then you can ask how you can help. You can either make flyers, you can do some Canva work, you can create posters, you can do childcare for people who are going out to do social action. You can be the person that's bringing supplies
Shit,
like
you could
waters
pop
and
something
things like
in.
that. Yeah, there's a lot of ways that you can be a part of movement other than, getting on the forefront of it, because everybody not built for that. I can tell you quite honestly, I might feel gangster in my heart, but I'm not about to go sit and be dragged off, kicked, or shot with rubber bullets. That's not made for me.
Yeah, and I don't.
So, those are a few things that you could do, no matter where you're located, to be able to do your part during these times of us experiencing the Thanos snap. Let's see. What did Raphael Bird say? Just like that was, wait, it's bouncing around and I'm in the dark and reading his heart. Just like that was
We
on
need a
Black
lighter
Watch.
website.
Letters is the key. We must learn how to
I wish you
administer
could see that in
an
front of you.
administration process and write affidavits for the courts. That's the effect that is needed. Absolutely. Here in DC, we do what's called Court Watch.
Wish I could zoom.
When which y'all can't see it, but Anna has pulled up to our DC Superior Courts right now. It's on Indiana Ave. You can do court watch if you got some time on your hands. You can go out here and you can sit in some of these court hearings of people who have been falsely arrested, or like, because we have a lot of FBI and things that are still happening in our community. We have people who are going to watch their court trials. If they have any videos or any evidence, they're working with lawyers, trying to make sure that people have lawyers. So that's one element that we have going on here in DC. We also have our neighbors that whenever there are checkpoints up, that will there's a line of communication that we have with each other, where it'll go on a list. It's like a listserv, but we'll know there's checkpoints, and then people will come out with signs and things like that to discourage people from falling into the checkpoints, letting them know um, that they are headed towards ice and for them to turn around. So we do our parts the best way we can, and then you have people who constantly go to the Wilson Building or go to your council members and always ask them, "What are you doing? How can we support if it's something that's in alignment with what we're doing?" Um, and yeah, those are things. So
Did you see what happened in Chicago with them people?
no, tell me about it.
So it was the church, the couple churches, Unitarian Church, Baptist Church, Catholic Church. They all got together to go walk up to the ICE detention center and peacefully protest. And so this is something that I'm actually going to be doing soon. And I'm not going to lie to you, it's a little scary, because you should be able to stand wherever you need to stand as long as you're not standing on federal property. Right now, we're entering federal city. I mean, DC DC is DC, but we're getting into the area where the federal buildings are. And so these people just politely, nicely, you might not like what they say, but they ain't hitting nobody. They're making noise like we do in DC when they banging those pots and pans to make you aware. But the unfortunate part is that when you hear a priest saying that he has no right, and when you hear senators have no right to go into these ICE detention centers, then you had another witness. Remember the witness that you showed me the video where he was detained, but he was able to get a drink of water. He was able to go to the bathroom. He was able to make a phone call. But he said all the other people who were not white like him, he said they had no access to a phone, no access to go to the bathroom. And some of them been there 2 weeks with the same clothes on. And we already know if you don't wash your tail on a daily basis, you can get a bacteria infection. It looks like they're trying to kill these people before they ship them out.
Yeah, because he was white and he was a lawyer, so they had to tread lightly with that.
He knew what to say. Well, I mean, I guess he has the license to be able to challenge them and say what he needs to say to them. But it's unfortunate that.
So tell the people more about this action that you're doing.
So there's this law immigration attorneys. I think their name's Amika, and they literally are working with a lot of people in DC, a lot of people whose family members have been taken. So you can actually call them and they could try to see if they can locate your family. But as you know, when I say a lot of people are missing, a lot of people are missing. And that is due to them not literally taking the respect of writing these people's information down. They're literally not documenting who they're taking. And then sometimes the people that are taking the people aren't even trained. So I call it kidnapping. So then you're kidnapped, and then you're given to an agency who now has to figure out how to deal with you. So it might be 2 weeks before they even put you in the system. So Amika pretty much works with people right here in the nation's capital who literally, we're going to go through the White House first, literally are seeking help because their family members being detained. And so on the 19th of October in DC, Maryland, Virginia, Delaware, what's another area? Though some parts of Pennsylvania, if they detain you there, bringing you to Chantilly, Virginia, that is where our ICE detention center is. And so, um, what's happening is these attorneys, these senators, they're going to these detention centers right in the same thing with the nation's capital, and when I say no one is helping them. No one is giving them information, and so this is why a lot of people are going in front of these ICE detention centers to make noise, to let the people know that you still are loved out here. Now, I heard some people say, "Well, those people are illegal." My thing is, you got U.S. citizens getting detained, and for a U.S. citizen to be detained, and they didn't do anything wrong, and they show you their ID and you still take them, the fact that you take them and put them in a system for 2 weeks, and for people to say, well, that's only a little bit Americans, you got to be in my thoughts, you got to be a complete fool if you think it's okay for anyone who is a U.S. citizen to even be questioned after I show you my ID. And the thing is, I don't know about you, Yogi G, but for the longest, we've never walked out here with our IDs. Most people don't even have money to buy a real ID.
I'm black. I stay with my ID. Are you kidding?
Most people don't have IDs.
Oh no, kind of like you living.
Most of the people, for me working in the government, when I used to work at the Department of Human Services, we used to give people vouchers to go up and get a voucher so they can get real ID. And get ID, because a lot of the homeless people or people that are displaced in housing, they can't keep up with their birth certificates, they can't keep up with their social security cards, and so they tend to go get help and don't have ID. And before it was okay, but as of May 6th of 2025, you had everyone, right? And I think quote me wrong, everyone had to have real ID.
Oh yeah, you definitely had to have your real ID.
And with real ID, I have people, see, the only reason why I know this, because I have people that come from all over who went to school in DC when they were younger, and they're asking them to show proof if they have some things missing. So they come to the State Board of Education to get assistance with records, school records. And unfortunately, half the schools in DC are missing. They're gone, they were tore down, and DC's not good about tracking records. So these people are sometimes left in limbo. We're trying to get proof that they were in elementary school here, that they were in middle or high school. So I'm going to ask y'all, if you went to a high school and you do not have a copy of your high school diploma and that high school diploma no longer exists, I would challenge you to go take a little GED test. At least you be tracked for the rest of your life. That you have a U.S. High school diploma. And they can use that as proof when you have to change IDs or anything with passports. That's what's going on here in DC.
Well, I
Trying
just
to
wanted
find the
to
White
ask.
House. Where's the White House? To the right. Where's the White House?
I stay
Where the
far.
Orange House?
I stay far, far away from this place, and everything in my spirit is just like this is. Mm-mm. But I'm just want to ask the chat. Listen, so we're having a No Kings March on the 18th, and I heard this is supposed to be a thing around the world, and so I wonder as to our chat. Are y'all hearing any talk about a No Kings March happening on October 18th? Or is that just here in DC? Um, yeah, that was my only question.
You, I thought that No Kings was that coming to the nation's capital.
The
All I know that
Free DC is having
the
one, but it's
government
supposed to
don't
be.
want to open. What is that they pointing at? What's that building over here?
I have no clue what this building is. Executive Office Building, Eisenhower.
Oh, Eisenhower's building.
Mhm.
Why are all these people out here taking pictures? What's so exciting out here?
It's a relic, and they wanted to just be a part of the number and saying that they came to the nation's capital and took pictures in front of these old colonial buildings.
1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Look where we are.
I can see the Capitol
1600.
Police.
We cannot turn. To the right is the White House. And what we're going to do is go around. Hopefully, you'll be able to see the White House.
I don't like this French that you speaking about this.
We are going to see
Y'all better enjoy this show. This will be the last time Yogi will be riding around in these streets like this.
the police are grabbing. Let me turn my camera because you should be able to see the White House slowly. The best way I can. Hopefully, y'all can see it because it is dark out here. But this to the right um, is the park in front of the White House. Look at that building. That's a, you know how much money they gotta pay to keep these places
Before
up.
they rename them. Oh, yeah, that's true, Kobe Fatty. Before they start renaming the buildings, they already trying to name one of our streets H Street, which is one of our most popular streets. Honestly, we have
Stop
H
playing.
Street
They got
Festival,
to
everything. They
turn.
trying to turn it into a Charlie Kirk Memorial.
Oh my God! Stop playing.
I ain't lying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I'm still sitting in the seat. Um, no,
Can you
haven't heard about
bus
that
move
too
out
much.
my damn way? Goddamn it! I'm trying to see the White
I'm
House.
trying to read the damn
Okay.
comment.
I'm trying to let them see the White House.
No, haven't heard about that. Too much junk going
Damn,
in
you can't
down
see.
here in Mississippi. Ooh, Raphael Bird, you gonna have to tell us about what's happening in Mississippi because I can't imagine. I went to school in Alabama, boy, and you talk about a culture shock. It was a culture shock of many. Oh,
That's what I was trying to tell you. Pull your camera up and turn it. That bus blocked us.
I don't.
My camera's not showing them
Yeah,
the
I don't
White
even be
House.
down by the White House. I have no reason or desire. But yeah, I went to school in Alabama, and what I understood really quickly as we were being recruited by the NAACP down there to try to help out with a case where a judge had executed a black young man who was going back. His mother was a maid for the judge, and the young man, she forgot her keys, so the young man went there to try to get her keys, and the judge ended up executing him, and they did not charge him. And so they were trying to recruit college students to come and increase their numbers to talk about that. And not to mention that I had ran across the first thing I saw when I went to Alabama was this huge pickup truck with the biggest Confederate flag that I had ever never seen in my life. And it took us DC City Slickers about 15, 20 minutes to get out that car just because we were trying to decide if this is what we wanted. So yeah, I appreciate you answering my question, Raphael Bird. I was just wondering if this was supposed to be a nationwide thing like it was last time. Um, I guess my other question to the chat: do y'all think the protesting is working? Do you think that they're responding to the protests that are happening? Because I'm thinking about the protests that's happening in Portland right now, where all the people are in the inflatable suits, and they still getting pepper sprayed and shot up. So I don't think that's working. But it could just be my perspective. So I'm interested to hear from the chat. They got cheesesteak factory here.
Yeah, that's the White House
Man,
cheesecake
see
factory.
how we stay on the south side. When they red line, we stay in our parks. Cause I didn't even know they had one of those down here.
My turn. Can I turn? Okay, thank you for letting me turn. Look at a beautiful Hilton garden.
Yeah.
Look,
So
look, look. Oh, Lord, look at this. I can't see him. Jesus. You see
oh
him?
the
Can you see them?
they see
No,
you.
they can't see him.
The National Guard all huddled up right there. So they out here, for those who thought it was over. I don't know anybody who thought that was. They still around here strong. They saying now that they supposed to be doing a beautification. What's up, H-Bag? Thank you for tapping in with us. They said they supposed to be doing a beautification project here in DC more than they are doing safety. But yeah, you know, I don't know if it's still good or bad. Now with the furlough and everything like that, they're not getting paid. So we'll see how long this lasts.
We on the famous 14th Street. Back in the day, this is where, I don't know if Otis remembers this. Who used to be on 14th Street back in the day?
I don't know. I think Otis left us for a second.
Oh, yeah, Otis did leave his force. Otis said, y'all figure it out.
Yeah, see how you treat us like the stepchildren of 18? I don't appreciate it. Nah, don't you come in here trying to throw up comments now, Otis. You get up off the controls. I've been in here working hard.
Otis, what do you know about 14th Street in D.C. by the White House? Is he muted?
I don't.
Remember back in the day, the hookers and the hoes?
Hey, I don't know, you act like I'm from DC or something. Only
Oh,
thing,
that was
'cause
nationwide.
only thing,
That was
yeah,
literally
I didn't,
nationwide. Talking about
yeah,
you see the president and the whores at the same
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah. I thought they were selling crack on the other side of the White House.
They was selling crack
Well,
and the
well,
other
well.
type of crack.
Okay, well, hey, hey, hey. This is a family network, and I'm out.
You heard what Otis said. We on a family network.
You want a DC souvenir?
Thank you, Raphael Bird. I want a DC souvenir. Not none of those. I was my
I'm gonna run
hood.
in there. So you got Obama as president?
Once again, they'll probably call ICE on you while they tell you they were looking in the back. Thank you, Raphael Bird. We
My target
appreciate
bag
you the
laughing. She
support.
like that.
Uh-oh. Almost witnessed the accident.
Hey, we recording you. You live, driving all crazy. Look at him. Look at him. Look at this Bama driving, driving like a bat out of hell.
You just make sure it's not us, please. It's 7:43. We got what? A couple more minutes in here with the peoples.
Driving like a bat out of hell. That's how they were driving. January Sixers were driving. You know, I got a video. I need to find that video. I was literally leaving my house trying to hurry up and get home when them January crazy Sixers were leaving the Capitol after they done damaged everything and beat up everybody. They were riding down the street just the way that guy was. They were all in vans and stuff.
Yeah.
In the back of it, I said, "Oh Lord!" I thought the Beverly Hillbillies was in town.
They say it's their city and they can do what they want. And they are patriots. That's what they
Yes.
said.
Same as that crazy patriotic act.
No.
Ain't no one patriot. How's you patriot on stolen land? I'm gonna leave it like that. That is my thought. How are you a patriot on stolen land? At the end of the day, be thankful that your feet are allowed to stand on this earth.
Read. Raphael Bed said, read 3 lines of what he wrote. Got you, Raphael Berg, since you went participated in the chat. Let me say this. If you stick an affidavit in the face of public officials, they will not put their commercial liability on the line. They will not sign it. I don't think that anybody is if you got money that's still being given to you in your circle during these times, I can't see where too many people are saying it with their chest that a lot of these things are happening and wrong. I mean, we've had some people that have come up in our DC council that have spoke up and spoke to some of the things, but also the policies that they've passed over the past couple of weeks and stuff like that have been problematic. So it's a twofold. It's like they'll tell you one thing, but then do a whole nother. So you really gotta just keep your due diligence going with what people telling you and what they doing. Action speaks louder than words, or at least that's what they say. So thank you for the notes, Raphael. Gonna have to look more into that on our side.
You're driving up on the famous U Street. Make a right on U Street, see what's popping off on a Sunday since everybody's off on Monday.
So I don't know how people feeling about what's going on. I don't know. Do anybody feel like we in a better space than we were than August 4th? I sure don't. Especially when I found out that they went into the home of a former veteran who was noted for supporting one of the protests. And they arrested him. The FBI arrested him. So I feel like we have moved into a whole new um, phase of this takeover slash Thanos snap. So I don't know. If anybody's seeing something different on this side that can give a little hope to the chat, then please share out. We would love it. Um,
Look at this bike. Oh, look at that car. It's messed up. That's why. Why is you park right there? Look at that. You saw that?
the
The whole
people,
side of their car is taken. And this bike rider moved.
man, he literally has his butt cheeks towards your face. He
Look at
can't
the
see
big
them
old chicken up
lights.
there. You see the big old chicken? Chicken probably nasty. Every thought of food in DC. What's that place I went to yesterday? The food was nasty.
I don't know, but the people on the podcast
Bus
don't know
and
what he's talking
Pops.
about.
Bus and Pops. So now I'm on U Street. U Street usually be popping, but ain't nothing popping no more because
You curfew.
yep, or jumping out. And then it's just some weird weather. I don't know about y'all, but you can't even trust the weatherman no more. He tell you it's gonna be bright and sunny, and you go outside and it start pouring like cats and dogs.
I mean, I'm sure the layoff has had something to do with it.
Yes,
Yeah.
with that government shutdown, I guess they extended it more. Oh, Ben's Chili Bowl was to the right now.
Yeah, I almost threw up.
Look at him.
I feel like Ben Shetty Road gets most of his money from tourists. Um,
That's exactly where they get it from.
what's up, Cuzzo? Maria Carter, thank you for tapping in with us. We just on here giving the people a tour. Well, actually, let me give you my purpose. I am a pilot and honors DC tours. That's what we got going on right now. This is one of our unhinged episodes of Just a Thought. So thank you for
do it
riding
again
with us.
when it's nice and light outside, cause it being dark out here, you can't see nothing but a bunch of lights.
Let's see, Raphael Bird, when they speak up, is different than saying under penalty of perjury, no matter where you are from. And that is a fact. I feel you. I'm just not well versed in affidavits and things like that. So I'm gonna say, yeah, I trust the word that you're giving here until I can find otherwise.
To the right is the African American Civil War Museum. Usually there's a tour guide to be outside walking
Hmm.
around with his uniform.
Well, Flack, I'm sure. You know, if you ask our council member, he said that the Jewish people control the weather. I don't know.
Oh Lord, who said that?
Oh, Trey All White said
Oh
that. That's why
Lord.
he had to apologize to the
That's
uh
right.
yeah, he had to
Lord
apologize
have
to the
mercy.
Jewish people because he said the Jewish people were controlling the weather. We got some real
We got some
bangers
conspiracy
here.
theory.
Yeah.
So was that a conspiracy theory about him
Oh,
accepting the
thank you,
envelope?
Raphael Bear, for tapping in. We appreciate you. Oh.
What happened?
No, Raphael said he had to go cook his dinner, Sunday. So he was just letting us know he was tapping out.
Yeah, well, this city look like it's tapping out.
I know I am.
Look at Nellie's. You don't see nobody in Nellie's. That is crazy.
They probably up there dancing.
Oh, look at that one. You're about to make a left on the famous. Oh, can I make a left? I think I can make a left. What is that? You see that stone? Insomnia cookies. Y'all got insomnia cookies where y'all are?
Do y'all got National Guards where you are?
This is why I was trying to tell her. She said we gonna go get sandwiches. I thought she was talking about this place. You ever ate a sandwich at Capo's? Capo's?
It's Capo Deli is the
Capo
best.
Deli. I need to
Yes.
go there and try. Well, we're about to make a
I
left
pray you
on to
ladies are
Georgia,
safe driving out there, even when it
Georgia
is quiet.
Avenue.
Listen, Maria Carter, let me just tell you, I got kidnapped. Okay, 'cause this was not the plan. I normally don't be out here in these streets like this. And DC Dan sure made sure that I could drive the amount of tickets they slapped on my car. So I am on foot like Pinocchio. I've got strings that are holding me down. So you tell
We
this
on
one out here.
Georgia Avenue, right by Howard Hospital.
Did you hear what
The
Maria
ho-
Carter said to you?
I was just telling them the hospital where people die when they go in there.
Yikes. That's not fair. Now I'm sure some people have walked up out of there.
That's because they just had a little cold.
I got an A10 News Media Group question for Otis in the back. Are y'all gonna be on tomorrow, or y'all celebrating Indigenous slash
Oh
Clifton
yeah,
Columbus Day?
Indigenous Day.
It's council tomorrow. I'll be on in the morning.
Oh,
Oh,
council. They got
Yes,
council on Indigenous Day. How dare they
yep,
disrespect
it's
us?
council tomorrow, so I'll be on in the morning, you know.
okay. Are you going in to the council?
Nah, I don't know. It depends. Not really. I probably be married, man. I listen. I'll be needing a break from down there. If it ain't up, I'll be down there. But if it if it's up, I'm a mirror. You know what I'm saying? I be needing a break, man. It's cool going down there, but like all the stuff that's going on is like I'm straight.
Mickey, what they gonna be talking in council?
I don't know. I gotta wait till the agendas come out. You
Oh,
Winters
they don't
usually
bring the
she get
agenda
them.
out ahead of time.
I mean, when Winters get them, she probably got them. She just getting done doing what she doing. She probably put them in her group. If Davina sent them out, you gotta wait till Davina. Davina might don't send them out to 7 in the morning. So
Oh wow. See
yeah.
over
So
here,
when they get them,
you can literally go on the website to get it.
yeah, when
Wow.
Davina put them up, you can go on the website and see them too. But it depends on when she gonna put them up.
Wow, Yogi, if we had to wait for one clerk to put, we'd be done in
But
DC.
never make it.
We'll never make it if we had one person that puts up Lord help us.
That's why y'all the District of Columbia and not a city.
Nah, but we got cities
You know
in.
what?
Nah,
That's
I'm
like
not
dirt.
gonna.
I felt
Nah, I'm.
sarcasm in that, and that made my
Hey,
heart hurt
I
right
grew
there.
up
Yeah, I
in a
did
state
because
and I
I don't
lived in
like
a
how
city with a
she
city
was
hall.
just coming throwing shade.
She
I'll
is.
be throwing. I'll be trying to throw that little slick shade. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I be throwing
Oh,
that slick shade
Yogi,
because that
if
means
it
ain't
was like
nobody being
this, listen.
professional.
When we get them, they'd be in Flint politics reboot.
I'm just saying, all that money that mayor making, he should at least make that on at least on the website so people could go in there and see
No,
it.
I mean,
They ain't gotta wait
like
for
I said,
someone else.
it's
Tato
when
said,
Davina put them out. Because of where it's at, I ain't see none of it. No, I'm dead serious. No, it's when she get them out. Like I said, Davina might put them out. You know what I'm
So
saying?
what
She
about
might.
Davina got? What about Davina sick? It don't come out.
Whoever she get them to put them out. Nah, they gonna get put out. I'm just saying how it go. It be on the whistle now. It's just when she get them out. I mean, when they want to put them out. Right now, it's on the. They go by a need to know basis. We might need to know 8 hours before. We might need to know 30 minutes before. But she gonna get them out.
So we're about to go into 2026. So when is Flint? Like right now, we're dealing with. Oh my God, we're dealing with so many people running. How many people you think are gonna
I have
start?
no right now. I don't know. Ain't nobody said nothing, so we ain't gonna probably know. You know, they hold it tight to the vest here.
Right,
We
keeping it
ain't
So
close
they
gonna
to the
try.
know.
vest.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
we
what
ain't
you
gonna
mean they
know
wait
till
until the last 3 months?
Yeah, because they don't want nobody trying to
nah,
start putting salt in the game for them.
yeah, we ain't gonna know till probably around March,
March.
between
Okay.
March and April.
What position? What office or would be
All of
available?
them up. All of them up. Governors,
All of them.
everything go. Governors, all the council seats, the
Even
mayor, state rep.
even the Ward 3, the write-in
Everybody up.
candidate.
Everybody up for 2026.
Ooh, that's gonna be big.
Cause I got you, oldest child misread that comment. She said you gotta go to see what's happening with Candace and LaShawn. We
I
can't
did. That's why I
reverse
was
this.
asking her. I was saying, where was it at? Because I don't know where it's at.
Well, were they holding council?
Nah,
What is
what
that?
did she say? I gotta go. Oh, you gotta go see the BS talking about council. I mean, yeah,
I
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see. Like I said, I'm gonna see. You know, the mayor got that together though, so that ain't that he got that
probably
together.
so. I imagine they'd probably be hugging and wearing the same casket red lipstick by tomorrow.
Yeah, he
So
got
Oh,
that
Lord
together.
help us.
yeah, well man.
What about the wigs?
She had something new. Y'all went so hard on Liddell wig this time, man. You know she went shopping this weekend to get a new one.
I bet she gonna have that curly ponytail that she be having.
Nah, man, that got put in the closet. They roasted it so bad. She got a brand new one for y'all. Yeah, she gonna
Mm.
kill him with this one. She said they ain't like that one. I'm killing with this one, so I can't wait personally.
She walk around with that joint tilted.
I can't say, but I can't say. I will be in the chat with everybody else. You'll see me signing in, so I can see
Oh yeah,
what that
most
wig do.
definitely. I,
Yeah.
I, I, I most definitely will be. I mean, you know, I'm gonna have it on there. I'm hoping that they mirror it and I can mirror it, but you know, I might have to catch it. I'll probably get down there some. Hey, facts, cause she ain't listen. This mayor got that together. You know, he gonna get that together. He ain't finna mess up these millions of dollars that's coming through. You can't
They
mess
said y'all ain't gonna mess my money up.
facts. You don't mess up
Hey
facts.
Mick,
You don't mess up the
I
bad
just
yo.
wanted to say, Mick, can you
Yes,
hear me?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Uh-oh.
I hear. Oh
Okay,
yeah,
we can
I
hear
hear
you.
you.
I just wanted to say how proud I was of you. Uh-oh.
It's probably
Is
me.
it you?
You're fine.
Okay. I just wanted to say how proud I was of uh-oh, you about to have one going. Okay. There you go.
As-
Okay.
Can you hear me now, Mick?
yes, ma'am.
This is
Can you hear now, Mick?
Yes, ma'am.
we done hit a roadblock.
What about now?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, because we got a minute and a half.
I got a minute and a half. I just wanted to say how proud I was of you, Mick, hopping on that boot into them streets to celebrate. Boy, you was getting it. I was tuning in and showing some support, man. We need more foot work like that from A10 News Media Group. I can't wait to see what next marathon you're gonna do.
None. That was it.
That is hilarious.
That
Oh
was it.
wow.
That was it.
Well, I thought
I
I'd
I,
get
I see the people next year.
maybe maybe you get you a scooter. Yeah, Mick, I mean, you don't need no scooter, man. You powered through that. You was all right. You was
No,
okay.
the walk. You know what? The walk was decent. It was actually nice, to be honest.
See, there you go. That's the
It was it was
temperament.
it was, it was actually nice to be around. You know what I'm saying? To be out there, it was actually nice. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Oh, yeah. Marie Carter, we appreciate you, man. Listen, we got 2 minutes left, maybe one. Anna, you got what you got to say to the
I
people?
was trying to turn the camera around, but I ain't got nothing to say but say, turn the TV off. Turn the TV off. That's what I got to say.
And I got to say, peace. All right, y'all. Thanks for
All right.
riding with us.
Peace, family. See y'all tomorrow morning.